Our main man, Zach Brown, brought a case full of heat. Just choosing his proper weapon for the sesh. We're about to go live. Oh, wow. Zach's got double layers. Woo! Whoa. It's okay. You got this. Wow, good save. Oh, hey. We're on Twitch. What we're doing is TSVtv Terp Talk. And I think the charger is on the second shelf on the bottom with a very short cord. And what that consists of is we have a friend named Zach who has flown 3,000 miles to pick it with us.
Wrong way, baby.
Yeah, and we appreciate the fuck out of you. We're going to take 5 dabs, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, and 0.5. Each one's going to be on a different rig with different quartz and a totally different setup. We're going to talk about what setup we're choosing, the tastes we're experiencing, and the overall high, as well as just life and, you know, fun things about being part of the cannabis industry. Zach's staying hydrated, so we love that. Reminding me to drink water. And we each took a nice warm-up dab. While we're here, I'm gonna let you guys admire this fucking sexy, sexy beast. This is a collab Zach cap with the artist name is like Stu.
Yeah, Steamui.
How do you spell it?
STE.MUI.
There we go. STEMUI.
STE.MUI.
Thank
on
you.
IG.
He absolutely kills it. The design on these was like a Roman shield.
Yep.
And he like slayed it. This one I love even more, but Zach is such a stickler for fucking quality control. He's not willing to release this as first quality. It's a pendant to him, and it's a very beautiful pendant, but still a pendant.
So those basically are that line was inspired by essentially like they're supposed to be unearthed Roman shields in various states of decay.
Sick.
So this one would have decayed more than this one. But this one has a scratchy function to it.
Yeah.
As opposed to this one. Which actually, interestingly enough, had an uncanny... Sometimes, most of the time, the clear one, I can find, if I have 100 clear ones, the clear one will be my favorite. But this one, I actually used this one for a week or two because it was so good before I even decided to release it. But
Nice.
this one has got something to it.
That's how you know it's good. This cap, I love it on its own. I love it next to that plant on your page.
Yes.
If you're not already following Zach Brown, you're sleeping. And you should go to his page, click the follow button on Instagram, and find this cap. It's probably only like 4 posts back, like 4 to 10 posts back from the beginning.
Very recent.
Real easy to find, very recent. It's got that cap next to a plant that looks exactly like this cap. Now, did you look at that plant before making this cap?
No.
What?
No.
You just walked upon that plant and had this cap with you?
Yeah. Honestly, I wish I saw the plant first. Because it would be like more, I don't know, less of a coincidence, inspired, yeah.
Inspired by nature.
Yeah. This, I actually wanted it to be a wood grain tech. And this was my first attempt at wood grain. This doesn't look like any wood that actually exists, but it does look like wood, like what might look theoretically. But when I came across that orchid, I had my case with me, so I was like, damn, I know exactly the perfect picture to take with it. Pop that out. And it was funny because people were behind me, like, in the place. And they were like, whoa, look at that thing. What is that thing? It looks just like the flower.
What's that UFO saucer looking thing? And you're like,
so they were all like, what is going on?
Dude, this is the orchid tech.
Yeah. So that's now the orchid cap.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
It looks exactly like that orchid.
So, we are smoking on some magical duct tape from Cured Extracts, which is coming in a pop-back jar. We are both using InvestInHeadies tools. I'm using the Mystic Timber tools. I'm using the InvestInHeadies one. Zach is using the Bill and Bree Wedding Dabber. It's a good life.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, the first ever wedding dabbers they ever made. And and look at that hash can. Looking fresh.
Wow, that's 7 wet.
Wet. I can't even see that. Like, okay, there it is.
That's that shit I do like.
Oh, and then there's a tiny bit of particulate in it, which happens.
That happens. That wasn't.
We vacuum weekly, and it still happens.
Yeah, there's
But
shit around.
that's the trick.
That wasn't in the jar, guys.
Hold it up to the light. Make sure there's no particulate.
I don't know.
And then also hold it with a solid background.
You guys need to pull an air filter in here.
We have 2 of them.
There too.
All right, then. Never mind. We're good.
Nice.
This is that wet. This is that shit I do like.
Yeah, me too. I'm so ready for it. So should we tamp down?
Yep.
So we're using cured extracts duct tape, 70U to 150U. I'm going in on this Vela G Wookin' for Terps collab. It's a sick ass collab. I love this like shape. I like how it kind of gets thin and goes out wider a little bit. And I love the dremeling. And then Zach is using a super heater, Kevin Murray Filla Jammer with a Grass Lab Slurp and an interesting looking tiller in there. Heady one.
ALN, yeah.
Nice. Super nice. Oh, I'm going in on a bucket, so I'm going in around like 550 because I'm trying to get all this dab. I'm gonna use the Orchid Tech if that's cool.
Absolutely.
Nice.
I'm gonna go in at 450.
That was
460.
That was smooth like butter. This cap. Ooh, look at that professional hand switch. I like it. Ooh. Is that going ice cube dabbing? He's going in for a little more heat. It's the beauty of using the TSV. Not only does it not overheat your quartz, but it allows you to do a reheat where you're not adding too much heat too quickly.
It tasted so good.
And you still got some clouds too. Oh wow, the advanced tech, the cap before taking off, just for the little extra last minute heat in there. Wow.
That Keurig don't play.
Like here, do not play. That is tasty, and I'm getting more high like by the moment.
What's that power?
Yeah, it's just rising up.
Some strong rosin.
So, first question is, what first drew you into the idea of becoming a glassblower?
It was easy. Not blowing glass, but becoming a glass blower. Because I was already in the studio every day, or all the time, and it was right down the street. And I didn't have a car, and I was a stoner. So like getting applying for a job versus just like having a job and doing it, it was kind of literally a no-brainer. I didn't have to do anything I just had to just go and blow glass.
Yeah, but you have to pay for studio space, you have to buy materials.
Yeah. It was just easier than getting a job.
Totally.
That's what I'll say.
I believe that, but you still had to do some prep and some planning, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So I started blowing glass. So I graduated college, and I started blowing glass like the summer I graduated college.
When was this?
In like 2014.
Nice.
And I was living in St. Pete, Florida, downtown, but like 9th and 18th, just like in the hood. And the shop was on 9th and 9th, which is like the dead center of the hood. It's like where you don't really want to. It's not a bad hood because it's a small hood. So it's like kind of like the same old shit, and there's no anonymity. You're not like driving in doing a fucking crazy like violent crime and then driving out. Like
everyone knows everyone.
You're just poor. It's not like you're fucking doing shit. It's there's violence, but it's not like, and there's drugs, but it's not bad. So like, but you don't want. But so anyway,
there's a little bit of a code going on.
Yeah. It's just there's just like skeevy like fucking like shit going on, but it's not. It's whatever. So anyway, that's where I lived, and so I would walk from 18 to 9 blocks down the street and just go to the street. And this was super chill, like Florida, like you're wearing flip flops, like you're just fucking, you flop down there. But we were just making like spoons and shit, and like chilling to start, like, and it took me there was a little learning curve and shit, but honestly, it was probably just as productive as getting like a hourly job at first.
You learn the same at the same beat.
Yeah. Like you're still making like as if you were getting paid like 10, 15 bucks an hour or some shit.
So you were just making spoons for yourself and selling them?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you would cold call shops and like you see if they wanted to have you come in with a case of glass.
Yeah.
And I was actually just riding a bike at the time, so I'd either have a friend. You'd have to wait till your friends would want to go. So my friend, actually, he would probably love that I'm talking about him right now. So my guy who taught me how to blow glass was this guy, Apple Butter, who still blows glass in St. Pete, or maybe like in the area.
Apple Butter.
Yeah. His name's Jeff, but he goes by Apple Butter Glass.
Nice.
And he would go out, and then there's this other guy, Kirby, and my buddy Trey, and Kirby and Trey drove. So we would all go on like runs around Florida to sell glass. And it was always like the first youngest glass blower would make like the lowest grade shit. Like they would make chillums and like Fritz spoons and like fume spoons and shit.
Yeah.
And then like the next guy would make like the bubblers or like the nicer, like everybody would have their pay grade of like, okay, you're making $10 spoons and like he's making $20 spoons and he's making $50 shits or whatever. And then like everybody has their shit. And then you guys go out as like a team of being able to present these different like, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how it worked for a while.
So it was almost like a little production studio?
Kind of, yeah, but everyone was independent in their own, you come out with your own like shit, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a
crazy way to learn.
But yeah, and that was right down the street. I went from living uptown, going to school, and then like I just moved downtown after school, and that had been somewhere where we hung out a lot, and like obviously like downtown in closer to where shit's going on, and that's where that was, and it just happened to be like the spot to hang out, really.
That was like the movie theater for me growing up.
So you just started going.
All my friends were working there, everyone was hanging out there, and I was like, I gotta go start working there.
Yeah,
like, that's the spot.
Yeah, that's how it was. Yeah.
Like, so I just went and got a job at the movie theater, like with all the homies in high school, you know, and like a little bit in college. Like
same theater?
Yeah, the Reading Theater was a little 4-screen. It's just right down the road from here. It's
really?
Like Art Deco, yeah.
Okay.
It's like a neon sign and shit. It's from like 1940s.
It's kind of funny that you say Art Deco because there's this one theater that I went to when I was a kid that had an Art Deco theme, and it was weird. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like,
they were trying to be Art Deco?
It was just very interesting. Like, yeah. I don't know.
This one was built in like the 40s.
It was interesting too because I got trapped in there when it closed. I don't know how long. Yeah, like,
hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in the Art Deco movie theater. And
I was young too. No, I couldn't even drive. Like I went there on like a date or some shit as a kid, and then like it was closing, and like we were still in there. So there's people like it was like hella like dark, and we were sitting trying to get the fuck out of here, you know. And that's all I remember is just like the art, the decor of it being like super weird in the dark too, the shadows of it. So I was like, you know, like
already a creepy place.
And it was winter, so there was like no energy in the air. It was very like, let's get out of here.
Wow, we love that you can play with them like tops. That's so heady.
Didn't get enough temperature.
We might need a full-on scoop for that.
I might need a full-on scoop for that. But
okay, so this hash is fresh pressed melted strawberry from Quality Squish. Absurd because we smushed it all together because it was turning from that like glass to that chalky material, and it still has that wetness to it a little bit, and
if this just sat in the jar for a second, it would start sweating all over itself.
Yeah.
It just haven't given it any time.
So true. Wait, I have a bigger skillet that might be helpful.
It almost got it all.
Oh, yeah. I think these are good. Yeah, let's pull them off.
Can't wait to hit this rig.
It's a fun one.
Can you remind me who made this again?
Annealed Innovations.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's a CFL and secret white little skull jammer. Comes with a matching cap, and it turns hot pink under a light, which is sexy hot. This bad boy is
this is that greasy hot pink shit.
Yeah.
That I remember that.
And then I'm rocking the Kevin Murray with a Grass Lab slurper, a surface enhanced pillar, and a Zach Brown slurper stop, obviously.
There we go.
We're going in on the Globberson of Quality Squish.
Wow, that was impressive.
Thank you. I'm going in at like 5
Wow, that
50.
match is great. Everything looks amazing. Enjoy. I'm probably gonna go in at 552, I guess. I don't know. Which side should I think I go on this one here?
A little higher.
Like 580?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, like 560.
Okay. I'm gonna use this cap right here. Tink tink. Cheers.
It's okay. You got this. Wow, good save. That was pretty legendary save, honestly. I'm impressed.
I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything. Well, yeah, you wear it with the small rings. They usually got to be held.
You can't put they're balanced to perfection. If you put a half gram in there,
Exactly. They're balanced to perfection. The half gram was a little too much. Thank you. I got murked.
dude, I'd be trying to get.
Here, I got a little bit to add for you.
That was nice. Yeah, give me some of them finger terps, player.
Yeah, this is the good terps,
I
though.
want them French
The
fries.
quality squish. We got you. Dude, this shit looks really good in the hash cam. Looks really good in the air. Some good terps.
Yeah, I went in on that. I gotta heal it off with that H2O. That's my particular protocol.
That's my tech too. When I'm dying, I need that.
Gotta restore homeostasis.
Last time you came out here to visit, I'm pretty sure you went fly fishing and sounded really heady. Do you still like to do that sort of thing? Or what do you do when you're not on the torch?
Yes, I do still fly fish. And I'm actually hoping I can go fishing while I'm here. We'll see. But yeah, especially in the springtime, early summertime.
Hell yeah. And all the water levels are crazy high.
Exactly.
Right now.
I get distracted, honestly. And I try to go. It gets to the point every spring where I get real. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna start fishing yet. Because once I go for that first day and it's really good, I pretty much fish from that day until it gets bad. And there's just not much else gets done. It's like every day I'm tired and I'm like fucking like, you know. So it's just bare minimum from like April to June, and it's just fishing, and then it gets to golf. Then it's just golf after that. Because so if I have a good round of golf early in the season, that's a bad sign. Because then I'll just play golf every day. You know?
Yeah, takes away from work hours.
Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, I started really doing that because it got to the point where I had a bad work-life balance,
Yeah, you need to.
But now
enjoy
everything's normal, So I keep it now. Now it's almost like I have to dial it. I keep it where it needs to be, because I have it as an option. Before I didn't really have it as an option. So, but it's good to kind of get. I like it. I like fishing because it's easy and I don't put any pressure on myself. And then golf because it's hard and it's like you're constantly trying to get better, because it's no fun. I mean, it's really no fun ever anyway. But it's really no fun if you're bad.
Yeah. So this strain we're doing next for the 0.3 is called Z Tree Forte. The homies, they made this amazing hash, and what it is it's Skittles and lemon tree, and that's all I was told for a long time. And I was like, I like this, but why do I like it so much? Like, why is it not overpowering? And then I learned just like a month ago, they were like, oh, it has Chem 91 in it, like a little amount just to balance it out. And I was like, oh, you fuckers. No wonder I love
body.
it. Yeah. No wonder I love it so
I
much.
smell that chem.
So the Chem
is strong though.
yeah, because there's so much lemon tree and Skittles that it's
that
just
strong.
overpowering, and a little bit of Chem just balances it.
Yeah, I love chem.
Me too.
That's what really attracts me to that.
And you know what else is crazy? This is genetic too.
Fun, like nuance to it.
This is a blend. I mean, a genetic, not a blend.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That's nice.
This is their own like genetic that they've like bred.
No, I'm excited to
And, like,
smoke it.
found-
This is gonna be great.
Yeah, and this you can buy on the legal market. Like you can walk into a dispensary for like $60 a gram, 65 at some dispensaries, which is insane for this higher quality. Like they
Yeah.
only have one tier, and it's like they're like 90U or the 70U, whatever like high tier they use. They don't sell like tier 2 or tier 3. They just sell like one tier only. So when you get anything from them, you know it's the GOAT tier. Wow, good call. Look, you're using the Forte dabber.
No way.
Yes. The Forte Mystic Timber dabber for the Forte dab. Smart cat. I'm going to use the TSV dabber. Join you. Look how good a consistency this Forte is.
Scooping. Thought you stole my dabber.
Oh, I got the TSV one.
Ladies and gentlemen, he just took half of my dab.
No way. We're on the 0.3 round. You can see it on the hash cam perfectly. That's exactly what me and Zach
You're
are
pretty
smoking.
good at scooping, man.
Thank you. I do this every Tuesday,
I'll give you that.
so I have a little bit of practice. We're using the TSV to heat up. Zach is using the Vela G times looking for terps CFL carved up situation. I'm using the Sazla Pyramid perk. Probably the last pyramid perk he's gonna make for a minute, and he only made a handful of these ever. I'm so pumped on it. I love the line work. I love the little Easter eggs on it. It has. I'm just like, how is this real? All right, what temp are you thinking for your dab?
600?
No way.
580?
This thing is super powerful. I think.
Oh, that's right. It's not a banger. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
No worries. I just don't want you to die.
Yeah. You tell me then, dude.
I think like 540 is a good range.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do for mine.
Okay.
Here I go.
Yeah, you're ripping, dude.
So glad we didn't go into 580. We'd be dead cats right now. Oh my god. You just obliterated that dab. Good work. Oh man. I went in a tiny bit too low at like 540. You went in like a tiny bit too high at like 550, huh? Oh man. Oh. You're a beast. So, what I would consider one of the best ceiling caps on the market. And can you... Oh, sorry, I'm hella high.
Me too, dude.
Basically,
Stone.
I'm a big fan of the no seal, no sale policy.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I want to know more about it.
honestly, I've been thinking about adopting a straight, like, satisfaction guarantee. Because I basically have an unspoken satisfaction guarantee.
And you might as well just make
Because if
it.
you're like a normal fucking person and you're like, yo, I don't like this, then make it right. If you're a bitch, I probably will just ignore you. But like, if you're normal, you're gonna be happy at the end of the day. So like,
Basically, meaning you just treat other humans with respect
yeah,
and common courtesy,
yeah,
then you're gonna be stoked.
yeah. Come correct.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, bro, the way I approach it is like I've been giving people the best thing they've had just by happenstance for so long that I'm comfortable like assuming that that's just what I'm gonna do. You know. But if I don't, I think I can make it. I think it's usually just one of like the same fucking couple things, you know? It'll be this or that, and we'll just make it right. Sometimes it's not the right length or the right flow or, you know.
For their setup specifically.
Yeah.
Oftentimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just upgrade their setup more than they ever knew were possible once they slap a Zach on it. Duckman Hash White Runts. Believe it's grown by Cali Grower 530 and their neighbors and both cool cats. And I'm going to use the slab slicer to scoop it up, TSV to heat it up, dab right to temp it down. And we got a couple rigs. Ooh, I'm going with the dynamic glass Globetrotter, colors Empire. And it comes with a full slurper set and in a case. Zach's got the Size Love Pyramid Perk, Easter Egg, and Fume.
Damn, that's sitting right on the bottom.
It seems like it. We can go a little higher if we need.
All right, that's fine. Keep it real.
Yeah. All right, let's temp down.
Cheers, buddy.
Ooh, I love it. Cheers, dude. Ooh. I like gave your piece a little pound with my knuckle.
I saw that.
I was like, that's the safest.
I feel like that's the best way to do things.
Yeah. All right, so what temp are we feeling for this 0.4 of Duckman? Also,
You seem like you've been nailing the temps a little better than I have.
yeah, so I'm
You
thinking,
got the same banger.
yeah, we do.
Okay.
I'm thinking like 570, maybe 560. There we go.
Thank you.
And then let's choose our ZB cap. Here, I'll give you this guy. It's pretty.
Oh, I guess I've never used it before.
Oh, wow. You need to. I like this little red, sparkly, crushed opal situation. Oh, I'm at 550, so I'm going in.
Oh, I'm at 585. 580. Let me see what I'm at on yours.
I made the mistake of flooding it in there instead of feeding it like the professional Zach does. I fucked it up. But I just got murked. And it was a beautiful situation. Woo! He's got Duckman. So turkey. Oh, Zach's going in for more. I don't know if I have that strength, but you're doing it. It's kind of giving me that strength.
Be strong, young one. Yo, we got this, player. Damn. Okay. Do we even have water in this? What the fuck is going on? Come on, player.
You might not have water in it.
Why'd I do that to myself?
I don't know. Look at this. I just have no water.
It was my fault, honestly. I meant to fill it up. I didn't fill it up.
No, we should have had your back on that one.
It felt a little weird.
Like a champ. Oh, man, movement is difficult.
Yeah, we're not moving different right now.
In our industry, our hella peeps are approximately 18 to 25. How do you adjust to engage your audience of cool cats that are hip and young?
Yeah, well, it's interesting because I didn't realize like that was the case for a while. Because when I started blowing glass, I was 21,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't even really like in the industry, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I probably started really being in the industry and having. Oh, let's go. Like I really started in like 2017. So like, okay.
Hawaiian pineapple shortbread.
Okay. But damn, that's good. Especially when you're so stoned.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I would feel about this if I was
Bro, I got it. We're good.
this is
Yeah, but my friend from Hawaii sent me this pack of these for his wedding present, and I've been slowly eating through them. And they're a good pick me up. Hawaiian shortbread cookies in different flavors. This one is pineapple.
well, like I don't know. What do you think about that? Like, how old are you?
I am about to be 36.
You seem like you're pretty good at keeping up with
young one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it, and I just enjoy it. What's it called? Interacting with people in general. You know what I mean?
You're really good at that. You know what happened to me? What was I accidentally? First of all, I'm sorry, I made a mess, bro.
It's all good. We just vacuum like once a week. So it's not a big deal.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
So, like, when I was 21, it was like I was trying to understand like everything, like in the glass world and in like the hash world that was like at my level and above me, if that makes sense, you know? Because it was like I was dealing with my peers, but then I was like looking out into the world and seeing what was going on, you know?
Yeah.
And that was all like above me, and because I wasn't really, you know, like a part of it, and then like once I became, so then like at that point, like everybody knew more about everything than me, you know? Like everybody would know, who I would encounter would know like more, as much or more about shit than I did, you know what I mean? So like, does that make sense? Like
A little bit more.
no, because I was young to it, you know, and new to it, and I didn't know very much.
Yeah.
So like everybody knew more, and I was used to that, right? And then like as I grew older, I became knowing more and more and more, and like 10 years later, it's like now I know all these things that I wouldn't have known 10 years ago, right? And I forget that I forget that I'm not 21.
Yeah, I know.
And
what you
I'm
mean.
not dealing, and I'm dealing with people who are 21, who know as much as I did then. And I'm assuming, oh,
Varying degrees,
they're a
yeah.
part of this shit at the same shit I am. So I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, oh, wait, you don't know about this or about that. So then I'm like, okay, wait a second. We got to be like, I'm
You
like,
have to
you forget what's
know
going
your
on.
audience.
There's yeah, exactly. Yeah. So then I think that's a huge thing, is just like, because for me, I didn't even realize there was a the necessity for like to talk about what shit was, or like kind of represent my product. Like it's almost like you have to keep representing your product, because every month, every year, there's a new class of customers.
Totally.
You know?
And it's about getting people who want to represent your product well as well. And they can sound it off for you, so you're not the only one having to do it.
Right, yeah. Well, thankfully people keep my name strong, because
Yeah, we do.
I wouldn't be anywhere if you guys weren't repping my shit. So I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we do. Wow, MSAC, do y'all want anything from the store across the street? You're the realest one there is. Just in chat, he's getting us at the liquor store. Oh, you're too real, bro. I mean, like, I think I might have to take you up on a yerba mate if you're there.
I'm pretty good, honestly. We got plenty of water, right?
We got plenty of water. I might need a yerba mate, Michael Sack.
If they got plantain chips, I'm definitely going plantain chips.
Yeah.
But just otherwise, maybe some goldfish, if they got goldfish. But otherwise, I'm good,
We love it.
because I'm not that snappy.
So yeah, I am snacky, but I need caffeine because I feel like I'm gonna slump hard after these dabs. P5 is a lot. It's like a gram between us.
It's true. Yo, thank you, Thorkian, for all the hash, dude.
Dude, no problem. I'm glad to smoke it with you.
Yeah, me too, man. I love getting high with you, dude.
It's good times. So now we're going in on a 0.5 of Alpine Guava from the Sieve. And we're each loading it up on Mystic Timber Dabber with a flat tip, so it's easy to melt off onto the Slurp Alert. We love people still slamming buttons. Thank you, Jesus I'm High, for clicking the follow button. You're heady as fuck. Also,
the NBA playoffs coming up. Let's go pick up some dabs. Let's go.
also like that.
I'm stoned.
Yeah, but
What do we got here? Oh, that looks good on camera. Real
looks
wet.
so good.
Wet. This is about to be
Great
a
work, they Sieve.
This is about to be a glob.
That's the homie Frank. He does
Still too hot.
great work.
Go in there with a nice clear. Clear on.
All right, I like it. I'll clear it up with you. Cheers.
Cheers.
So, what are we saying about this? Like 580?
Yeah.
All right, then. It's been nice knowing you. Oh shit. Worst. fumbled that not once, but twice, but I still fucking made it happen somehow. Oh god.
Can't imagine how they fucking take dabs hotter than that.
Alright. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah. This one. Wow, this is my favorite. We asked this to everyone.
Okay.
Crazy cannabis story from your past.
Crazy cannabis story from my past.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
We probably all have a few.
yeah. It's hard to say. Crazy cannabis story from the past.
Wow, Skunky subscribed. Thank you, Skunky. You're hella heady. We appreciate you.
What have some of the other answers been that you've gotten?
A lot of them tend to be like police related or like getting busted related.
Okay.
But they don't have to be. They can be anything funny, anything like.
It's extra good when they come from you, Mike.
Let me hit those. When did you start smoking?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't have anything that like particularly stands out as anything that would be like things that come to mind don't seem as cool as I would want them to be. So
Yeah.
but I'll tell you a couple stories. So the first time I ever started smoke, I ever smoked, right?
Uh-huh.
My brother had been smoking for a while. I knew that. Eventually, I came around to the idea of like maybe I wanted to try some, right? So I was like, "Yo, let me get some weed." And I had when my dad used to smoke pipe tobacco, right? And I had one of his old pipes.
Ooh, not the way to smoke weed.
So I put some like regular ass like outdoor shit. Old dry. Yes, last year's fucking weed in the pipe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then went up to my attic with my brother and we smoked it like out of this fucking pipe. And I didn't really think I got that high, right? But I got a little high and I went down and played video games all night. I was like, oh, and then I was kind of hooked after that.
That's a wrap. I'm Bill. This is Zach. We are going to do one more bonus dab after that, but it's our outro. We did a 0.1 of cured extracts. Fucking duct tape. It was super good. And what do we do here? 0.2 of melted strawberries from Quality Squishes. 0.3 from the Z Tree. Sorry, called Z Tree from Forte. I'm a lit kitty because I just smoked all of these. Then we did a 0.4 of White Runts.
That'll get your appetite going.
From Duckman. And then we finish it off with a 0.5 of Alpine Guava. And it definitely wrecked my existence from Thasive. I also use Zach Brown caps exclusively for like all these dabs, and they were sealed perfectly.
No problem.
Heated up with the TSV, and we used a bunch of different fun ass rigs. We talked about some fun things.
Yeah, good times.